Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Delicious in Dungeon. Last time around we had Red Dragon Part 3 and Good Medicine, where basically the gang encountered the creator of the dungeon, the Mad Mage, the elf boy, he's probably like thousands upon thousands of years old, from the paintings that Laios went in. And then he was pissed, to say the least. Got rid of the gang, left Fallon behind, and is presumably altering Fallon's form because he only sees her as the Red Dragon and not as a person. So the gang got split up. Well, they got split up from Fallon. They ran into the orcs, had to clear themselves with the orcs. It was all fine. And basically Chilchuck was trying to get them to go back to the surface instead of going after Fallon right now. Because we're low on supplies, we're low on everything, and we need to go back to the surface and regroup. So, luckily, Laios did say, yes, that is probably the best course of action, so that's what we're doing. So, yeah. That's pretty much where we left off. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Delicious in Dungeon. Here we go. I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation for why Laios and Fallon were paying off party members. I mean, okay, so they were a part of a party before. We saw that when Laios talks about the living armor, and that was his first death, and he and Fallon were a part of that party originally. And we do know that Fallon and Laios separated for a little while. Honestly, I get the feeling that it was more of a thing of like, oh wow, they went gold stripping, in order to pay these off. They're so corrupt. It's like, I bet it was let me get you gold so that you never set foot in that dungeon again. I bet it's way more honorable than Kabru is making it sound, Like, that, to me, that sounds more like I will pay you to go away forever, Like, clearly the other people in that party were not good, and so Laios and Fallon basically paid them off so that they wouldn't go adventuring again. So I don't know. It's because that's the thing. Like, when he says like, well, they weren't injured at all. They were just paying them, and those people never adventured again. It's like, okay. It's like, I understand why that kind of gives off a bad vibe, but like, I don't know, is that inherently a bad thing? I don't know, but it's like, now between that and, it's like, oh, they took our food and our treasure, and it's just like, man, which they didn't, did they? Like, so the treasure that was taken, that they don't realize it was that treasure that got them killed the first time, Like, oh, they took our treasure. No, those were bugs that killed you. Now, granted, since you just chucked the rest of the actual gold, down a pit, but still, it's like, no, that's not it. I don't remember them stealing the food, though. Because they cooked the bugs into food. I think, honestly, it was those people. It was those, the corpse finders. I think they were the ones that ate all your food, And I mean, I guess it's the thing of, we have this more intimate knowledge of Laios and even Fallon for as little as we've seen her. It's just like, I'm pretty sure they're not, plus, I mean, Laios is the fucking protagonist of the show. I don't think that this is really what Kabru is claiming, I don't know. It's a weird thing, and now I'm assuming he's going to use Shuro he's going to be teaming up with Shuro so that they can all, like, get revenge on Laios and the gang, you know? I mean, even just from what they hear, you know, like, you know, what they hear about, the others, even, you know, when they're talking about Chilchuck, and it's like, oh, he's this really greedy guy who goes to all this stuff, and you just see him, like, looking evil with, like, gold surrounding him, and it's just like, I don't think it's that bad, you know? So it's like, you know, they go through the association, basically. It's like, anytime Chilchuck makes a contract, he goes through the association. I mean, if anything, that just sounds like insurance to me, you know? It just sounds like insurance, so... I don't know, man. And see, it's kind of hard to talk about this episode, I will say, because it's like, you know, it's so much of this episode is just a false narrative about our protagonists, to where it's just like, I don't know how much to really say other than just no. I mean, okay, so Shuro, you know, I questioned earlier in this season, you know, why, you know, if Shuro was so in love with Fallon, why wouldn't he stick with them to go find her, you know? But I see now that it's more that he doesn't trust them anymore, you know? He doesn't trust them. He doesn't think they're competent enough to find Fallon. So he got a new party of his, pretty much his own people, you know? His vassals from his own home. And they are going out. And, I mean, you can just see it on him that, you know, you can tell his face is getting kind of skinny. He's got that shagginess going on, and you know, he's got a lot of stubble. It's like, oh, this dude's not taking care of himself down here, you know? Like, I'm sure the only reason he's getting by, I mean, he's still powerful, he's still defeating monsters, but, you know, I'm sure the only reason he's really getting by is because he has his team there, you know? Other than that, I really don't think, like he's really not doing well. And I mean, just that moment where he's like, oh, do you have any information? It's like he is fucking desperate, you know? But that's the thing. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what their reaction will be when it's just like, yeah, Laios' party defeated the Red Dragon. Now, that might have been undone. The Mad Mage may have undone that and changed Fallon back into a red dragon. But still, you know? I don't know, but Kabru is an interesting character because it's like, it does seem to be that he's all about honor and, you know, the adventuring spirit and stuff like that. But because of that, it puts him at odds with people. Like, he's not just a naive guy. And he is, you know, I mean, it's, for lack of a better word, kind of dark in that, you know, he will just kill people, you know, that kind of get in the way of that. Like, he's willing to defend that honor fully and truly. So, you know, killing the corpse finders, which, are they going to be found by other corpse finders? You know? Are they going to be found by other corpse finders? And, you know, now going against, you know, he wants to go against Laios, but he's doing these things for what seem to be, at least as he claims, noble reasons. So I don't know. It's an interesting thing. He's not just, you know, Mr. Good Boy, you know? He's not just Mr. Good Boy. He's got a little bit of an edge, but an edge for honor, you know? It's just like, okay, that's interesting. And now he wants to, he basically wants to defeat Laios' party because he feels they are not honorable, you know? But he did surmise that, you know, he did surmise from all the clues that it's like, well, it's possible that one of them got lost, basically, in the dungeon, so they had to go back and find them. You know, he basically surmised what happened with Fallon, with the exception of the Red Dragon part of it. So that's the thing. It's like, you know, like, does he not find an honor in that? You know, that Laios' mission right now is to find his sister. You know? That's his mission, but he's like, no, they're terrible people. I don't know. It's such a strange thing. If Laios is as such a bad person as you claim he is, would he even want to get his sister? Like, I think it honestly feels like Kabru is sort of overlooking that part. You know? I mean, he's going on speculation, and even though a lot of that speculation is correct, at the same time, it's like, but it's speculation. You're not getting the full story, and even the things you are getting right, you're coloring them in such a way that, you know, it suits this negative narrative that you have against Laios and Fallon, you know? I don't know. It's an interesting thing that having Kabru kind of now almost being an antagonist, you know? But it's just, I don't know. It's strange, but it's interesting, so yeah, I don't know. It just feels like this was probably a shorter discussion. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this, but we'll have to see. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Delicious in Dungeon reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.